Welcome to the first edition of That's a Wrap Animation Edition, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the two resident animation nerds we're going to be
True that.
hosting this. Also because nobody else watches anything.
Yeah.
Which is, unfortunate.
Sucks for them.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, what I thought we'd have the first episode be is just talk about animation as a genre in general. I guess favorite series.
Yeah.
And there's a third thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like aspects
Some
of
other
it that
third
make
thing.
it appealing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, so if you're watching this and you don't already watch cartoons, hopefully this will somewhat convince you to start watching cartoons. Because you should.
Yep. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We're speaking to you, whether that's a rap members.
Yeah.
Talking to you.
Just you, no one else. Yeah. What's first on the list?
Well, I don't know. Animation is a genre. It's sort of kind of general, so
Okay.
I guess if we talk about what we're watching right now to start off with,
Yeah, cool.
probably pretty good. Alright, cool. Yeah, so what are you watching at the moment?
Wow. Such a big question. Okay, yeah, so we're both watching Adventure Time. Of course,
Yes.
everyone watches Adventure Time except for people who don't. But
Yes.
yeah, most people watch Adventure Time now. That's amazing.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. What else? My Little Pony, yeah. Bit of a controversy, but yeah. I don't know, what else?
Yeah,
What else do I watch? I watch about just about anything, so.
I don't know. I think overall, I actually actively watch a lot more stuff than you do.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, especially anime.
'Cause- Yeah, I watch all of the animes.
Yeah.
um.
And I watch Zero. So you.
Oh yeah, so we have to get you started on that as well.
Oh yeah.
In addition to.
So yeah, you have to
everybody
talk
else
about that
just
this
started.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but in terms of Western animation, I guess big fan of Avatar, obviously. So
Yeah, good show.
and I just recently started watching Young Justice, which is a Cartoon Network thing about young. You'd think it'd be about young, the Justice League just when they were younger, but it's actually about, I think, technically
Like
the
modernized?
sidekicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like the Justice League in today's world. Just
Okay, that's
there's
cool.
also a younger league.
That's pretty recent, right? Started like a few years ago.
2010.
Yeah. Because that was at the end of Teen Titans.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which I also watch.
Yeah. That's also really good. Also has
Yeah.
Tara Strong in it. Who's in everything.
Oh yeah, so it does.
She's even in Bravest Warriors. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, she's Plum, I guess. The cameo girl
but-
in that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't figure that out until yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm sure I watch other cartoons as well. Oh, well, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Started watching that again.
Okay.
That's a good show.
Nice. Yeah. Well, and yeah, I don't know. For me, I guess the thing that's appealing about cartoons in general is just the variety.
Yeah, I'd say so as well.
When it's in real or not reality TV shows, but TV shows with actual people as actors, there's sort of a limit as to what you can do with effects and whatnot.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. So when you don't have to worry yourself about that, then you're pretty much unlimited.
Yeah, so like you don't need to have the budget. You can just make stuff pretty easily.
That too.
So, yeah. It's like Adventure Time. I mean, that stuff is,
yeah,
simple.
exactly. Like, yeah, I can imagine them trying to do like a live action version of Adventure Time. It wouldn't end well.
Yeah, and like My Little Pony is actually pretty, mundane compared to some of the other stuff you can do with cartoons.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just like a soap opera, but cartoon form.
Yeah.
With, it's
well, and that's the other thing that always amuses me when people say, "Oh, cartoons are for kids," which, in general, I think is kind of true in Western audiences, but like there are a lot of like various anime series that are really dark, like Hellsing being one of them, and then there's a variety of others, but they're fairly gruesome.
Yeah, like just based on manga as well, I'd imagine that'd be pretty adult.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of I was reading an article a while ago about people always view Japan as being like this giant place where everybody watches anime, which apparently isn't true. Like, I think being adults or older teenagers and watching anime is actually like a very Western phenomenon.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like another reason why most like American shows, appeal to older audiences, just because that's what they want to do. They want adults to watch it with their kids as well. So.
Yeah. Well, and that's the logic behind all these Pixar movies, where there's sort of more adult humor as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of which, well, I don't really want to talk too much about Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
If any people who are watching this also watch the movie podcast, then they will have heard us talk about that a lot.
Yeah. Well, like, there's some kind of scary parts of Wreck-It Ralph, like when, what's his name? Turbo becomes that weird monster.
Yeah, that was freaky.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so
that was
a little weird.
That was a lot more intimidating than I thought it was going to be.
Well, like, it reminded me of, in the Spongebob movie when there's that, like, big fish monster that has, like, a grandma tongue or something. It was weird. It reminded me of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was kind of awkward at the time. Yeah.
Indeed.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we?
All right. Well. What?
Do you want to just sort of go through some shows in detail?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, we can start with Adventure Time.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. So.
It's probably a good idea. Yeah. I think that's the only thing that we both watch consistently enough to.
Yeah. Well, because we both watched.
Actually, talk about
all of it. Several times.
Yep. Alright, yeah, so I guess the general idea of the story is pretty simple. It's about a boy and his dog.
Yeah.
But they're in the fantastical world of Ooh.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome backstory.
Yeah, and especially if you take into account like all the conspiracy theories about it.
Yeah, like on the wiki, it's just packed with stuff.
Yep. Yeah, so theoretically, it's this place that they're in is set after this thing called the Mushroom War. And through various clues given by the animators, you're led to believe that it's a nuclear war. And then the the creator of Adventure Time also now has this other show called Bravest Warriors,
which is even better.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the backstory of Adventure Time is one of the reasons why it's so awesome. Just because it has a really, quite a dark past to it that you don't really need to know about, but you can if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like all this stuff with time travel and alternate universes. It's pretty complex.
Yeah, like more complex than some, like, real literature or like TV shows or movies.
Yeah.
Movie universes, I guess I should say.
Yeah, there's a lot. Just I don't know. There's kind of too much to talk about with Adventure Time almost. And I don't want to waste everyone's time.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, if you don't watch it, you should watch it because it's just really good.
Yeah, I think So as the first episode, this is pretty much just a promotion for people to go watch Adventure Time.
Yeah. And then, what episode would you recommend?
To start off with, not the pilot.
No, the pilot. You could watch the pilot, but then just don't pay any attention to it.
With that being the pilot, I'm not really sure how it ever got made into a show.
Yeah, same. Well, I think Nickelodeon rejected it, and then Cartoon Network somehow got convinced to take it. But,
Well, that's the really sad thing about Nickelodeon is they have one good show, and that's Avatar.
Yeah.
Or Legend of Korra now, I guess.
Yeah. And like SpongeBob used to be good, and then it went the completely wrong direction. Now it's kind of okay.
Now it's this Teen Nick garbage.
Yeah, it's not good at all. Like, that really is the kind of cartoon where kids should watch it, and only kids should watch it. It doesn't appeal to anyone else really.
Yeah.
Like, there was another show that they turned down as well that Cartoon Network took in, and now that's really successful as well. I'm not sure which one it is, I forgot, but Nickelodeon are not very good at picking new shows.
Huh. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Cartoon Network is... Well, it's a cartoon... The name says it all.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think, other than the Avatar franchise and anime, obviously, sort of everything I watch sort of revolves around that.
Yeah. Looks like there are, 3 main Cartoon Network shows in the U.S.? Or not actually Cartoon Network shows, but there's Cartoon Network, then Nickelodeon, then The Hub, and that's pretty much it, right?
Well, I'm sure there's others, just not
as big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we could endorse just about any Cartoon Network cartoon.
Well, yeah, they're just so good.
Yeah. Like, have you seen... I guess it's just called Mad. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, it's pretty recent, I think. I'm not sure. I just saw it when I was over in the U.S. in October.
Okay.
But, it's basically just making parodies about everything. It's not that good to watch, but it's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, maybe I could get some on here.
I'll that's true. We're not really utilizing the Hangout to its full potential here.
Nope.
Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to put on my costume.
Okay.
Oh, ew, that's a goatee. I thank you. Now we'll stick with the fancy mustache.
Nice touch. Okay.
Yep. I mean, just keeping it classy. San Diego.
All right, I'm gonna try to reveal all my personal details to everyone. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh. Okay. And there's a brony video, of course. Actually, once you start looking through YouTube, like 25% of it is just brony stuff. It's actually pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, the internet is a strange and wondrous place.
Yeah. Like I didn't even notice it until like a month ago. And now it's alright. Okay, so let's bring this up. I'm not sure how this is going to work because part of my screen is being recorded, so it might look kind of weird.
Okay. Ooh.
Let's see. Yes.
Okay. Well. Oh.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, that's working.
See if that works. Yay! I don't know. Will you be able to hear anything?
Not really.
Audio's gone. Did that work?
I don't think so. But here, try this on the sidebar of your Hangout thing. There should be a little YouTube
Yeah.
thing.
That's cool.
Can you see anything there?
It says I need to do some permission thing, which I think would take too long. Actually, no,
Okay.
maybe it'll work.
Because I have the perfect Adventure Time thing to share with people.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna take my monocle and hat off.
Just keep the mustache.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the audio is going to work on this. Probably not at all, so I'm guessing. Go away.
Yeah, so this pretty much sums up Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Right in this. Okay.
Yay. Okay, let it go.
Yeah. Really excited for this episode. Oh, and that's the other really exciting thing about this. Marshall is going to be voiced by Donald Glover.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Neil Patrick Harris, Barney from How I Met Your Mother, is going to be Prince Bubblegum. Of course, if you haven't seen Adventure Time, then you have no idea what we're talking about. So.
No, but that means you should watch it and find out what that means.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, so should we move on from Adventure Time?
Yeah! That's, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd like to talk about anime,
Yeah,
but
it'd be a one-sided conversation.
Yeah, that'd just be me like rambling on endlessly. So, yeah.
You could...
I don't know, I can recommend some for you to start.
Yeah, sort of like just do an introduction, I guess.
Yeah, so if you don't know what anime is, then I'm not sure where you're watching this video, but it's not the internet. But yeah, some good ones to start would be Hellsing, I guess. That's the first one I ever watched. Although the only issue with Hellsing is you have to be careful of which version you watch, because there's either there's a 13 episode TV series with a sort of fairy specific art style, and then there's 8-episode OVA series, which actually more closely follows the original manga.
Okay.
And OVA stands for like original video animation or something like that. Which I like a lot better. Just because of the art style and the storyline, all this. Bleach is also very good.
Yeah.
As are Trinity Blood and Soul Eater. Although that's the other cool thing about anime, is it's cartoons, but if you think of a genre, they probably have it. So like I tend to watch more sci-fi, fantasy stuff with like mechs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you can also watch like I think the not technical term, but the like term people use a lot is like slice of life genres or dramas, which is like exactly what it sounds like. It's just an anime about people going to school.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
That could be cool, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Is this all subtitled or is it dubbed as well?
It depends. I mean, you can get both for some, depending on how popular it is.
Yeah.
In like outside of Japan. But I mean, if you're watching it online, you can probably find a subbed episode at least.
Cool.
Yeah. My only issue with that is if I start watching something, if I'm watching something either dubbed or subbed, I have to watch it that way all the way through.
Yeah.
So like I started watching
sense.
I started watching the dubbed version of Bleach when I first started watching it. And I'm like ages behind now because the dubbed episodes are released in the US about a year or a year and a half after the original Japanese versions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a pain.
And I can't like force myself to watch the sub versions catch up. Just because yeah.
Like, yeah, because isn't it completely different, like a different experience once you switch?
Well, yes and no. For me, it's mainly just because everybody sounds really weird.
Yeah, that's like the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I guess how similar would you say usual anime is to Pokemon? Because I guess the only anime kind of thing I've really seen.
Well, that's an interesting thing though, because the Pokemon, like whenever I talk to people about it, the Pokemon everybody always is usually talking about is like whatever they've seen on 4Kids or Cartoon Network, like whatever American channel they've watched it on.
Yeah.
So it's been like fairly heavily Americanized.
Yeah.
And edited.
And censored as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it like the art style and everything. That's all sort of very anime, but because I don't know, it's not that similar to the stuff I watch, just because the genre is so different. Yeah, but then that gives rise to like all these other American shows. Like Teen Titans is a pretty good example where it's American animation, but they're using a lot of sort of anime type effects.
Yeah, like expressions and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Young Justice kind of similar, or is it just too different style-wise?
Nope. Yeah, like it's very different style-wise.
Like a lot more like clean and modern. It looks like I haven't really seen much of it, but
yeah, like it's sort of more. It's definitely geared towards sort of like teenagers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although that brings me to another good point about animation is, they can change stuff up, like,
Yeah.
majorly, like, however they want. Um, so, like, jumping through time between seasons, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which you can't do with normal television.
No, you
just because there's the restraints on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's like I didn't realize how common it was until kind of recently, and I'd say it probably takes some getting used to. But I think I'm starting to come around, starting to like it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, what should we discuss next?
I don't know.
We could talk about like voice acting, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like you can have people in live action stuff just talk really weirdly, but that would just be no one would watch that. But then
Right.
in cartoons, you can have any kind of voice, and then it works pretty well. That's like half
Yeah.
the humor in cartoons sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that's always fun for me is if I'm ever like get interested enough in a show to look up the voice actors,
Yeah.
is just comparing the voice to the way they look.
Mhm.
Because that's fairly surprising for me most of the time. Just
Yeah.
because I'm used to thinking of that voice being attributed to whatever character they're voicing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true. Also, you can just kind of do whatever you want with it. Like you could have the person, like the character, sing, and then have someone different sing it than the actual voice actor.
Yep.
So you don't have that, restraint.
yeah. That's true. They sort of can pick and choose.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about like stunt actors and whatnot.
Yeah.
Another advantage.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so much easier to do.
Yeah, just so many reasons cartoons better.
Yeah. I guess like another reason is kind of tone, because you can really like change the tone of something like, really simply in cartoons.
Yeah. Well,
It's
because like with color and stuff,
Yeah.
especially just in
Yeah.
terms of things that you can't do with normal TV.
Yeah, it's like My Little Pony, it's like, actually, I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Anyway, something about My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like why My Little Pony is praised so much, just like because of its overall, animation style and like how well produced it is.
Yeah.
It's like it's something that you don't expect for, a toy company to do.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing I really like about cartoons as a medium for entertainment is that is like the different art styles of various shows.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I mean, when it comes down to it, this is sort of like the original meaning of moving picture.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like it. Yeah, I mean, watching My Little Pony is going to be very different from Adventure Time. Is going to be different from any given Japanese anime.
Yeah. Because like even taking Adventure Time and comparing it to Bravest Warriors, like it's the same style, but then Bravest Warriors is so much better quality in terms of like frame rate and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how clean it is. Which I don't know why they chose to do that. I guess it was just how much time they have to.
Ooh, yeah, I think it's probably a length issue. So like it might take just as long to produce the episodes of both things, but
Yeah.
Because Bravest Warriors things are only 5 minutes long. Then oh, which reminds me, today is Monday night,
Yeah, Adventure Time coming out.
which means there's going to be new Adventure Time out
Yeah.
soon. Oh, today in the US.
Yeah. And then when will upload this, it'll already be out for a while. So, oh well, too bad.
Yeah, although, have you seen, they're making us wait an extra week for the Fiona and Cake episode.
So which one's this week?
This week is Little Dude.
Little Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm not really sure what that's about.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah. And there was no new My Little Pony thing, so I don't know, maybe they're going the same route as Adventure Time, being lazy. Just releasing an episode like every month or something.
Well, that's the thing, because it's such, most of their audience is so young, they're probably going to get away with it.
Yeah. I wonder how many little girls sat in front of the TV waiting for it, and it's nothing happened.
It's wait a second.
Yeah, I thought my favorite
this
show was
Pet Shop.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah. Adventure Time, though, I mean, they dropped their production by half.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
Well, and I wonder why that is as well.
Yes.
Curious.
Yeah, because it's not like it's really. They're not putting any more work into it. Not like they have to, but. I don't know.
Yeah.
Budget cuts.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Yeah.
well. I don't know. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, well, actually, yeah. What I wanted to say about My Little Pony was, the thing with tone. I think another reason why people watch it is because, just how charismatic, all the characters are and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's something you don't really, get in, especially in live action stuff where it's, usually pretty, standard. And then this is quite almost like an optimistic but realistic perspective on life. I don't know. It's one of those kinds of things where it's they're trying to completely rework how everyone, sees things.
Yeah. As a show, I think that's actually pretty good.
Mm.
Just the only issue I have with it is because it's geared towards a young audience is the morals.
Oh yeah, sometimes especially for some reason the newer episodes it's getting more and more obvious.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know, it's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. It's one of those things you just kind of have to ignore it and
yeah.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Yeah. I don't know, it's one of those shows that same with Foster's Home where you could just watch it and then, it makes you feel better about stuff. Which is, pretty awesome. Well, random zooming in. Alright. Yeah.
This is actually a magical coffee mug. It makes my face shrink.
Mm. It is your face.
Well, yeah, exactly. This is all computer generated.
Yeah.
This is a cartoon.
Mm-hmm. We're all cartoons. And then the hat is completely realistic. And same with the mustache.
Yes, very.
That's just hanging there. Yeah.
I mean, look at this.
So yeah, you're the mug, you're the mustache, you're the hat.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can stroke it and everything.
Mm.
And I can't. But
yeah, if they could put that in, lifting off your hat, that'd be so cool.
Hear us, Google.
Yeah.
Get the animators on it. We're ready.
It's already pretty awesome though. I thought it would be horrible.
Yeah.
How is it supposed to track you? I mean, that's good.
It's I mean, Skype, y'all better step up your game.
Yeah, you're gonna run out of business pretty soon.
I mean, look, be a pirate with a dog mask on.
How much stuff could you just throw on to the same thing?
And scuba things. And I'm going to give myself a goatee as well. And a cake.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah, and then there's sounds as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there we go. Just, yeah, all you need is interaction with the stuff now, and then it'll be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, blowing out the candle.
Yep.
Actually going,
snorkeling.
Well,
and the other great thing about this is if we ever get everybody on here.
Yeah.
To do a proper full podcast episode. Every single time Joe makes a bad joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can get Dommy to somehow find a way to record everything.
Yes.
Because, like, yeah, I'm not sure how much of this is actually being recorded.
Yeah, the thing with the Hangouts is really annoying.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, like each person can also wear their own stuff. It's like every time you join one of these things, you could have your own stuff on.
Yep.
That looks so weird.
Oh wait, I can make it a cat too.
Well, it shades your face, so it's like your face is like partially gray.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. And same with that, it's like your face is half orange.
Weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is great. I can do confused eyebrows, which match my normal eyebrows when I make that face. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Very disturbing. Oh, well, okay. I'm not sure why Google allowed you to do that, but okay.
Yep.
Is there anything else to talk about?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm kind of out for today, so.
Okay. Yeah, what kind of stuff would we talk about in future episodes?
Future episodes? I'd like to talk about, anime movies.
Okay.
And sort of more directly link it to, like, the rest of the stuff that the normal That's a Wrap is talking about.
Okay, yeah. I guess we could also bring in some other guys into this kind of episode, and then we could have them weigh in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be pretty awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess we're done.
Alrighty. Cool beans.
Yeah, so
right.
we have been people, and thank you for watching.
Yeah. And that's a wrap.
And that's a wrap. That's a cartoon animation wrap.
That, yes. Yeah. Alright.